This video will cover citations, references, and signposts, or how to tell people what sources you have used. We will cover three main types of citation styles: Modern Language Association Style, or MLA, which is the most used in liberal arts and humanities fields; the American Psychological Association Style, or APA, which is most used in the social sciences fields; and Chicago or Turabian style, which is most used in the business history and fine arts fields. MLA uses a parenthesis after a quote to indicate which source is being referenced. The main author's last name and the page numbers come after the quote. APA style also uses a parenthesis, but includes the year of publication and requires a P to indicate the page numbers. The Chicago or Turabian style uses footnotes or endnotes to indicate where a quote or idea came from, instead of parentheses. Some papers do not have a bibliography section at the end, with all the references used and cited within the document. In these, the full citation should appear in the footnote. The superscript 1 following this sentence corresponds to the one at the bottom of the page. Here we see the representation of the citation that would follow. We have the author's names, comma, the full title in italics, a parenthesis with the place of publication, a colon, the publisher, comma, the year of publication, end parentheses, then a comma and the page number that quote was found on. If the same work is quoted again, only a shortened version of the citation is required after the first full citation appears. Most papers have a bibliography section and only require a short citation throughout. In shortened citations, only the author's last name, the first 4 words of the title, and the page number need to appear in the footnote. The superscript 2 at the end of this sentence corresponds with the 2 at the bottom of the page. Here we find the author's last name, the first 4 words of the title in italics, and the page number the quote was found on. You will most often use the MLA style for this class, so here we have the elements of a citation in MLA style. Here we will see a quote from the article Sustainable Style Shopping Consciously, Attention Shoppers by Sarah Mower. The quote itself is, "Annually, the U.S. disposes of 100 billion plastic shopping bags." After that will come a parenthesis with the author's last name, followed by the page number on which the quote was found. Then we close the parentheses and end the sentence. Now we will look at the elements of a reference in MLA style. The reference section or bibliography comes at the end of the paper and contains a list of every source used in your paper. The entry for this quote in the reference section will look like this. And here's how the reference is broken down. The first part is Mower, Sarah. This is the author's last name, first name, followed by a period. Next we will see the title of the article, and this appears in quotes. After that is the name of the magazine or journal, followed by a comma. After that you will see the volume number, followed by a comma, and the issue number, also followed by a comma. Note that volume is shortened to VOL, period, and number is shortened to NO, period. Next we have the month and day of publication, followed by a comma, then the year, which is also followed by a comma. Finally, we see the page numbers of the article in the journal or magazine, followed by a period. Note that these are all the page numbers that the article appears on, and not just the page numbers that have been quoted. Another option usually used in popular periodicals is the rhetorical citation. These cite within the narrative instead of using footnotes or putting everything in parentheses. For example, according to Mower, quote, "Annually, the U.S. disposes of 100 billion plastic shopping bags," end quote. This is followed by the page number that quote comes from in a parentheses. There are many ways to use rhetorical citations. You could also say, in a statement, Mower said, "Annually, the U.S. disposes of 100 billion plastic shopping bags." Or if using a video or audio source, you could say, "Video footage shows," or "Audio footage shows." There are any number of variations on this theme. Here we have a list of online resources to help you use different styles. NYU has a great research guide about citations, and OWL Purdue is one of the leading sources for citation information. You can also check the Elements of Style by William Strunk Jr. There are many other sources as well.